Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lindsay. I make videos on homeschooling, minimalism, frugal living, kind of all of the things. And today I am finishing the second part of a two-part on 45 money-saving tips that don't involve coupons or clutter. So you don't have to store a whole bunch of stuff if you don't want to. You don't have to be a prepper. You don't have to do any of that. I left off on number 23, so here we go. Number 23 would be to wait at least 72 hours before making a big purchase, or actually any purchase. I think it's the minimalist who use the 30-30 rule. If it's over $30, they wait 30 hours. And I love that rule. And with bigger purchases, I wait even longer. I think they said if it's over $300, they wait 30 days. And so for bigger purchases, we wait and we wait and we wait and we wait and we make sure that it's actually what we want. And that has really cut down on buyer's remorse. It has cut down on overspending, just cut down on so many things. Number 24 would be to, I'm gonna tell you to buy something. Get a Roku. We love our Roku. We have it mounted on top of our projector, and it gives us kids and family, which gives our girls hours of free stuff to watch if they wanted to. We can download any app that we want, whether it's Spotify or Hoopla, because you can rent movies from your library through Hoopla. You can just download anything you want, plus they have free TV. So the Roku is definitely worth it. I think we paid like 30 bucks for ours. So if you don't have a Roku yet, I would highly recommend it. You really don't need to pay for streaming entertainment because you can pretty much find a lot of things for free on Roku. Number 25 is to look for free trials. So if my husband and I want to watch something and we don't have that specific subscription, we will see if they offer a 30-day free trial, and then we will rearrange whatever, if we're in the middle of a series, but we have it, like we own it, or we found it for free somewhere or whatever. Like Paramount, for example. We actually got 6 months free for Paramount from Mint, but it just ended. And so if we wanted to continue watching Star Trek, we would see if they had a 30-day free trial, and we would just prioritize watching as much as we could during that 30-day free trial. Number 26 would be to just stop shopping. Don't shop. I don't go to Target anymore. I could not tell you the last time I stepped foot in a Target. And we don't go browsing. We buy most of our stuff through the Walmart app. Occasionally I will have to run into another store for something, but for the most part, we do not shop. And if we do shop, we look online, we figure out where it's at, what we want, and we only go and get that specific thing. Number 27 would be to get your books for free. I am not a book snob in the sense that it has to be the physical book. I am fine with audiobooks, and I'm also fine with Kindle books, like e-readers. I personally use Hoopla for most of my reading. With the Spotify Duo, I am the primary person on the account, and so I actually get 15 free hours of audiobook listening per month. So almost everything that I want to read, with the rare exception, almost everything I want to read, I can either find on Spotify through the audiobooks through the 15 hours free I get per month, or on Hoopla. Number 28 is to utilize those little free libraries. We have several of them where we live, and so usually they're by a park, and so whenever we go to the park, we always look. I found over the course of the 3 years that we've lived here, I have found half of the Magic Treehouse series in various ones. I don't go in and take the whole thing. I don't think I've ever taken more than 3 books from one little free library. But then for birthdays or Christmas, we have filled in with the Magic Treehouse books, and so we almost have a complete set, and we've probably only purchased 4 of the books ourselves, and that was for a gift because my oldest loves the Magic Treehouse books. Number 29 would be to keep a detailed budget. There's so many ways that you can keep a budget. You can use a pencil and paper, you can use an app. I have been back and forth for years on whether I prefer YNAB or EveryDollar. Katie over at Raising Wildflowers, though, she uses the Clever Fox budgeting journal, and I'm really intrigued by it. Just because there are certain things that EveryDollar does that I love, but then there are certain things that YNAB does that I love, and both of them are pricey. But I don't know if I love EveryDollar enough to pay again for the premium version. And the non-premium version, if I remember correctly, they put ads on it, and that's annoying. So we'll see what I do with the budget, but I love a good budget. I love tracking our expenses. I love figuring out where we can cut, how we can raise our income. I love it all. Number 30 would be to have no spend days. And again, you have to pay your bills. So when I say no spend days, it doesn't mean don't pay your rent on the first of the month. It means that you're having days where you're not spending on unnecessary things. You're not spending, you don't need to go buy gas every day. You don't need to go buy groceries every day. You don't need to go buy miscellaneous items every day. Pay your bills, yes, but don't spend anything outside of a pre-selected budget or a pre-selected amount in your budget. So if you, for instance, like us, shop every Wednesday, we shop for groceries on Wednesday. We typically fill up our cars once a week. And so we're not spending a majority of the week. Yes, we have some bills that are on auto pay that come out at various times, but we're not spending money every day of the week. 31, I talked about this in the last video a little bit when I said that we are trying not to waste, but we use up everything. And some things we even add water to stretch it farther, like our all-purpose spray. But we have really been trying to utilize using up everything and not replacing it until we've made sure that we've used everything. Somehow we've acquired a bunch of random toothpastes. I think it's from like the dentist and just different, I don't know, different things. And so right now we're in the process of using up all of these random toothpastes that are floating around our house. But instead of just throwing them away because #minimalism, we are using them all up. Number 32, I really gotta stop talking so much because I'm giving away the other ones that I have written down, is to water down your soaps, water down your sprays. You can water down a lot of things. Prepper Princess goes into this quite a bit, and it makes things stretch a lot farther. Number 33 is to wash your hair less often, and I am on that hair struggle bus because my hair is thick. It's not curly, it's like wavy and obnoxious and super thick and long. I actually want to get it cut, but I only wash my hair, I think I'm at like twice a week right now. And it works out really well because my hair stopped being so dry. My hair will get really, really dry if I wash it more than twice a month. I mean, not twice a month. If I wash it more than twice a week. Number 34 is pretty self-explanatory. Take care of what you have. You don't need to replace it. You don't need new. I am not a minimalist for the aesthetic. I am a minimalist for the functionality. And so we don't replace things very often, if ever. And so I like to just take care of what I have and use it until it's like literally not usable anymore. Number 35 is to declutter. Decluttering can actually be really beneficial in stopping a shopping addiction because you just realize how much you're buying that you really don't need. And so decluttering, freeing up space, feeling how freeing that is can really, really go a long way. Number 36, this is probably more so in the summer, but use free entertainment. Use parks, use splash pads, use your library if they do local events, get on Facebook, join groups. Like there's a ton of free stuff that you can do to entertain your kids. You don't have to spend a bunch of money. I've even heard that museums and zoos, maybe not zoos, I think museums though, will even do like free days like twice a year. And so if you can do that, I would highly recommend it because that can save you hundreds of dollars. Number 37 would be to learn new things from YouTube. You can learn almost anything from YouTube. There are so many like DIY tutorials, and yeah, you can just learn so many things and you can build your skill base instead of watching some dumb comedy show. Number 38 would be to move to a smaller space. Now, if you own a home, this might not be as easy. I am strictly speaking from a renting point of view because being a military family, all we've ever really done is rent. But we did this last year. We had a 3-bedroom that we were paying almost $2,000 a month for. We moved to a 2-bedroom and it's working out fine. It's not that much smaller in square footage. I think it's only like 60 square feet smaller, maybe 100 square feet smaller. The difference is we have an actual dining room. In our other one, the dining room, they made it the 3rd bedroom, and so the living room was a little extended, and so the living room was your dining room and your living room. But this is also a non-renovated unit, so by moving, one, we got away from the pot that was obnoxious, and two, we are saving over $500 a month. Number 39, this is a personal favorite. For kids' birthdays and holidays, if you have family who likes to buy your kids stuff like we do, ask for what they need for their birthdays and holidays. You can save yourself a lot of money and the kids get what they need, so it's a win-win. Number 42, and I know everybody says this, but I'm just gonna throw it in there. Make your coffee at home, people. There's no reason to be spending that much on Starbucks, and everybody says, I don't spend money at Starbucks, but listen, I used to work at a Starbucks. I know how much y'all are spending. And that was a long time ago, so it's probably even double the price now. And the specialty coffee shops around us are always packed. So make your own coffee at home. You can even buy the nicer coffee and still save a crap ton of money. Make your coffee at home. Number 43, don't be afraid to ask for a deal. This could be with companies. This could be with bills. We're looking into a homeschool curriculum next year that I've really been enjoying. I'm not gonna go into that right now, but I'm gonna see if they can offer us a better deal because it's a little pricey. But yeah, don't be afraid to ask for discounts. I have gotten several discounts for being a military family that they don't advertise. And with the curriculum that we're using this year with our hybrid school, they offer a 15% discount for military. So always be looking for discounts, teacher discounts, student discounts, military discounts. Number 44, I learned this from Annie at the LA Minimalist, who was really the only reason I ever stayed on Instagram. And I'm so sad that she's gone, or she deactivated her. I don't know what she did. But anyways, one of her things was she would always say, you can return that. And so if you do buy something on impulse, which I have done, if you do buy something on impulse, just remember, you can probably return that and go return it. And number 45, this one isn't really saving money on your grocery bill, but don't eat crap. Eat healthy, exercise. Eating healthy and exercising and taking care of yourself is going to be, it's going to save you money in the long term, because I can guarantee that hospital bills and chronic illness and all of that stuff that comes with eating really, really bad foods is going to cost more in the long run. So while I love saving money, there are things that I wouldn't do to save money, and that might be a whole nother video. Anyways, thanks for watching part 2, and I will see you next time.